you think there were any lingering effects from last night into today?
Yeah, I mean, I want to believe no, but the performance would suggest yes. We addressed how difficult it is to overcome, something like that that happened, and we didn't respond well. And that's a good team. Okay, it's a better team than us right now that played better today.
I guess your bullpen had been so strong in the last couple of weeks. How did you just kind of feel overall about what you got this weekend from it?
It wasn't very good. I mean, there's no way. I mean, if I spun it a different way, it'd be like trying to put lipstick on a pig. You know what I mean? It was not good. I do think the guys are capable. We'll go back and address where we got exposed. Try to line the pieces up a little bit better and put them in more advantageous positions to be successful. But hey, they took a lot of good at-bats on that side that deserved credit for and put them over the top.
Do you consider different roles for guys after a weekend like this?
I think we need to help each guy be in line with what's going to help them be successful, and then figure out how they fit into the next step, of this thing.
How does it affect the lineup not having Cal or Cesar in there?
Oh, I mean, you saw it today. I mean, that was as scattered 7 hits as you could have. Not enough quality at bats. It was a tough matchup anyway. I mean, Miller's left-handed 92 to 95. That's not a picnic, regardless if you have all your pieces in place. And those two, they're great players, but they mean a lot to the dynamic of the team and how we go about doing what we do. And their absence was felt, from a leadership standpoint as well as a production standpoint.
What can you take away from this series to prepare for the series against Utah?
Well, to me, every Pac-12 series is the same. I mean, everybody has good enough pitching, defense, and offense to beat you if you don't play well. I think it's an opportunity to reset some things. Not having a midweek game this week is probably a good thing. It's one of the very few weeks that we don't, by design. And, we'll get rebooted on Tuesday and try to just get back in alignment of what the good baseball has been for this team for the past month.
From what you know, would you expect Cal and Cesar to be available for that Utah series?
I am very optimistic, but I am not a trainer nor am I a doctor. My hope is yes. I know for those two, if they're any possible way of them being cleared to play, they'll play. I mean, they're Hall of Fame toughness.
Did Cal just experience some swelling after playing last night?
I mean, he gutted that thing out last night. He's getting the ball in play and running around. It was a little swollen today. We took some measures just to make sure that it wasn't infected or we get the swelling down and that type of thing. But, this is his last hurrah, so to speak. So if there's any physical way that he'll be able to be out there, he'll be out there. And I thought he showed that last night.
And what about Cesar? Is he
yeah,
all
I think
right?
I'm optimistic on that. That was a 24-hour, basically, from the injury. We needed to clear. 24 hours needed to clear before he could even be cleared, if that makes sense.
How do you feel about Juan today, and was the plan just to kind of keep him short?
Well, I mean, he threw 7 innings on Tuesday, and so it was a limited availability. The way that their lineup was stacked, really heavy right-handed early, really left-handed late, and if we didn't take him out there, it didn't make a lot of sense to take him out for a while. And because he had been stretched on Tuesday, I thought that might have left him a little vulnerable today against a team that if you make a mistake, they made you pay for it. And I thought he did a good job, but I felt like he gave us what he had.
Not that you want to be in this position, but you have been 3 games under 500 in the Pac-12 each of the last 2 years, and you've managed to rebound, finish above 500, make the tournament. Is that something that you can draw on?
I don't think so. I think that, everything is about the group of players you have now and their choices of response to what's in front of you. I like what I've seen out of this team for a month. I mean, I really do. I mean, I think it'll just be determined, that will be determined by their mindset moving forward. And we'll do everything we can to put them in the right mindset.
I was talking to Coach Stitt last night, and he said one of Jerry Kindle's favorite sayings was, "It's okay to be disappointed, but don't be discouraged." Is that something that you can apply to
yeah,
sort of mindset?
It's interesting. We kind of talked about that. I'm very disappointed in today. I mean, we were down. I mean, it was going to take a kind of a crazy effort to be able to win today with where we were. But I think we had a little more in the tank than maybe what was displayed, and some guys allowed some discouragement maybe to creep in and affect performance, and you can't let that happen. I mean, and for the most part, this team has displayed really good mental toughness. I think we had more of that in the tank today that we didn't use.